The chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Allen.
Thank you, Chairman, and I appreciate Chair Duncan holding this important hearing to discuss the critical needs, which we talked about, in expanding nuclear energy and really an all-out energy program for this country. We know that our energy needs are going to increase dramatically, and I think nuclear energy is going to play, and it will play, a big part of that because it's clean, affordable, safe, and we got to work towards solutions that expand the use of commercial energy, nuclear energy to be energy dominant as we were just a few years ago. In my district, we have Plant Vogtle, where units 3 and 4 are currently under construction. It's well known that these are the first nuclear reactors under construction in the United States in more than 30 years. Currently in operation are units 1 and 2, which power more than 500,000 homes and businesses. Unit 3 is expected to come online in the next few months. And Unit 4 is expected to come online towards the beginning of next year. Unit 3 actually hit a milestone in April, as Unit 3 recently generated electricity on the grid and is connected to the grid. Once both Units 3 and 4 come online, Plant Vogtle will be the largest single generator of clean energy in the United States. This is a huge accomplishment for nuclear energy in America, and I'm proud that it is being done in my home district. I am hopeful we can use what we have learned in constructing Plant Vogtle to further expand our nuclear energy. I also want to shout out a big thanks to Southern Company and their perseverance through multiple challenges to finish the construction of these important facilities. Mr. Jean, we have learned a lot about what it takes to build large-scale nuclear reactors from Plant Vogtle. Units 3 and 4 cost more than anticipated, and when seeing projects of this size and cost, companies may be weary. And we've talked about the investment risk in building large-scale nuclear reactors. So how can we use the lessons of Plant Vogtle to help build future facilities to better predict investment cost and capital risk?
Right. Thank you for the question, and congratulations on these plants. A lot of times you learn the most from things that maybe don't go well, and you take those lessons learned. So there's plenty here to take from this regarding construction planning, finalization to design, some probably input there on regulatory processes. So this will be a case study in those, and taking that to future nuclear plants. I also think, in addition to the Vogtle plants, there are other plants that are being built in the world and are being done well, and we can take lessons learned from them. One of the lessons learned is, you really want to build a pipeline of these reactors, so you take the lessons from Vogtle 3 and 4, carry those on to the next one. So it's kind of unfortunate we're not continuing to build more of these. The experience has been in United Arab Emirates, for example, where they built 4 units, that the labor productivity on units 3 and 4 was double that on unit 1 and 2, and so there was, sort of the cost of doing business that could have in Vogtle 3 and 4 that could have benefited the next units, and unfortunately we're not going to do that. So we'll have to take that to other reactors that have been designed and built.
And I agree with that, because it's almost like over that 30 years, we had a few people around that had actually built reactors and could understand exactly the unique construction application there. Will any of these issues that we've seen as far as labor force and training and that sort of thing, and inefficiency in module fabrication that caused the challenges at Vogtle 3 be issues for the small modular reactor generation reactors, Mr. Jean?
Yes, and so if we don't learn the lessons, they could be. Fortunately, we are learning the lessons. The other aspect is on the smaller reactors, as I mentioned earlier, we're shifting more to factory fabrication, which has also reduced those risks. Also, the fact that they're smaller puts less at risk at any one time, and so it's maybe more tolerable.
Well, I'm out of time. Thank you all for being here, and with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.